in this session, we are going to create material master. Okay, so in the last session, we understood what is a material ledger and why it is a prerequisite for a material master. Okay, so material ledger is also prerequisite for material master, and we will see that how it really impacts if you do not make the material ledger productive, then whether it impacts the material master or not. So that's quite important. So we will just go and prepare material master. So the T code for material master is MM01. Okay, sorry, it's MM01. Once you go to MM01, you have the material. So material master, basically for what material you are trying to prepare a material master. So let's say I am trying to prepare it for my raw material standard. So I have taken it as material. The name of the material is ABB raw material standard, industry mechanical engineering, and the material type, basically you need to select your material type also. So the material type, if you remember, we configure the attributes of material type. So what type of materials we have? So we got that this is the raw material. Okay, this is the type of raw material. Okay, now just click on enter. Once you click on enter, then this pop-up comes in wherein you need to select the views of the material master. That's the what type of screen it will be. So you need to select the basic data over here, send the purchasing data. Whatever we are selecting, we are only selecting from point of view. That is the, we are not selecting anything from the SD point of view. Okay, so then you have the purchase order text should be visible. MRP 1 2 3 4 should be visible. Then general plan data should be visible. Then what else you want to see in the material master? You want to see the accounting part, that is the price of the material, and also you want to see the costing part. Let's just check mark on this and then click on okay. So once you click on okay, it's asked for the plant. So our plant name is ABB2. Okay, and if you want to go for the storage location, you can again select your storage location as well and then click on enter. Once you click on enter, see what it happens. It shows material ledger must be set productive for your valuation area. So our plant is the valuation area, and if the material ledger is not yet productive, it will not allow you to create the material master. So this is quite clear now that if you do not have the material ledger productive, you cannot create the material master. If you cannot create the material master, that simply means the procurement of the raw material, the price of the raw material, nothing can happen. So without a material ledger, nothing can happen. So material ledger is a prerequisite for material master. So first of all, we need to go and make our material ledger productive. So where we will go, I will just close this. Okay, and I will go to CKM start. This is the T code CKM start, and I will go to CKM start and I will put my plant name ABB2. Okay, and then I will remove the background processing. Just let it be on test run. Fine. And let me scroll down if anything needs to be done. No, and then just execute it. So once I execute this, let's see what it happens. So this is the test run and it shows, see, nothing, no errors are there. Everything in green, all the 18 parameters are in green for the material ledger to be set productive. So you can see when the test run was done for the plant ABB2, the material ledger with the currency type 10 is now productive. Okay, fine. So now it is productive. So what we can go back and we can, once again go back, remove the test run, and now we can execute it. So now I have executed it. Once I have executed it, you can see now all the 23 parameters. Basically, you remove the test run. So the number of parameters have increased. All the 23 parameters are now green, no errors, and the material ledger is now productive. It shows the plant is productive, material ledger is productive. Now you can basically create a material master. You can procure raw materials and everything you can do. Okay, with respect to the raw materials. Okay, so now we will go back as to where we were. We were into creation of the material master, and then we have just put in the name of the material. We have put the industry, and we have put what type of material this is. So this is basically a raw material. That's why we have chosen raw material type. Click on enter. Now select the views. Earlier we got an error over here. Once we selected the views and clicked on enter, that the material ledger is not productive. Now let's see whether we get that error or not, because now the material ledger is productive. We should not get the error, but still we should check it. Okay, I have selected the required views. I will click on check mark, and now I will enter my plant ABB2. Okay, I will also enter my location, storage location where the raw materials will be stored, and I will click on enter. Now you can see we didn't receive any error, and we have progressed to the next stage of creating the material master. That means material ledger prerequisite is now met. Material ledger is now productive, or plant is productive. We can now procure the raw materials. We can now create the material master. So the description, let me say it is ABB raw material standard. Raw material standard. Okay, and the base unit of measure, let me take it as kg. My material group was, again, I created a material group earlier, so that is ABB2 material group. Okay, if you want, you can also select your division if needed, but it is not important. If you want, you can do that. Then go down. You need to select the gross weight. Okay, let it put as 1. Unit of weight is kg. Net weight also 1. Volume also 1. And volume is measured by CL. Okay, so you just select CL. Once you have done that, now what you need to do? You need to go to the purchasing tab. Go to the purchasing tab. Okay, once you've entered the purchasing tab, just see if anything you need to enter your purchasing group. Purchasing group is the group basically which is responsible for making the purchasing of the raw material. So you have selected the purchasing group. Okay, come down. If anything else is required at this level, nothing. So just go back and now go to accounting tab 1. Okay, so I will click here. We'll go to accounting 1. Once I have went to accounting 1, now what it is asking for the valuation class. Now what is valuation class? As I told you, we are trying to group the material on the basis of certain specific characteristics. Let's say on the basis of colors, a shirt, if you are preparing a shirt, if you're manufacturing a shirt might come in different colors, red color, white color, yellow color, and a valuation class is determined on the basis of that specific characteristics, and then a GL account is assigned to it. Let's say you created a group of you created a group of colors. So the red color will be one valuation class, white color will be one valuation class. So let us say in this case, we have grouped it on the basis of colors or anything. So we need to choose our valuation class. Now, what is our valuation class? We need to go and check. We prepared our valuation class, okay, and we prepared it for raw material standard. This is our valuation class earlier. Fine, great. So now what I will do? The price determination is transaction based. That is what we chosen earlier while we were activating the material ledger. Okay, now here it is asking for the price. Okay, now price, let us say the price, standard price is 100 rupees per unit. Okay, per unit price is 100. Fine. And the price control. Now, price control is a feature we need to understand. Price control basically it determines what type of price is it, whether it's a standard price or it is a moving average price. Standard price means it will be a constant price. It will not change throughout the month. At the end of the month, whatever the variance analysis needs to be done, that will be done. But the price will remain the same throughout the month. Moving average price, it goes on changing. Okay, for throughout the month, there might be different purchase of raw materials. It might be that on a particular date you have purchased it at a price of 10 per unit. Then on let's say on 1st of September you purchase it at 10 per unit. On 5th of September you purchase it at 12 per unit. And so what happens basically the price automatically gets adjusted and the average of the price is being taken as to what is the current value of the material. But that doesn't happen in standard price. In standard price you take the constant price and the constant price remains constant throughout the month irrespective of the number of purchases you are making. But at the end of the month, we definitely do some adjustment. We calculate the variances as to what is the correct variance and the correct price. So right now, we will take it as standard price because we are calculating it for raw material standard. That's what our uh, basically that's what our aim is at the moment. So I have taken for raw material standard, okay, and I will try to save this. Let's say if there is some error or if it is fine. Local currency converted to using currency exchange rate, that is fine. No worries. Let's save this. So it is showing material ABB RMS created. So we have created our material ABB RMS. That is, we have created one material, which is the raw material standard. Now we will create another material from this similar material. We will also create a material for moving average. Here in this case, we kept standard price as the base price. We kept it the price control as standard price. Okay. But for another material, let us create a material type for moving average, where is the price is wherein the price is moving average price. It is not a standard price. Okay. So I will create another material and that is ABB RMS RMV. Let me take this RMV because raw material moving average. I will create another one and I will take it the copy as the reference material which I have just created. ABB raw material list. Click on enter. Okay, select your basic data, purchasing, MRP 1234. Go to general data, select it, scroll down, and then you can select the accounting tab as well as the costing tab. Okay, and click on check mark. Once you clicked on check mark, enter your plant. Okay, enter your storage location. Click on enter. Okay, now here in see everything is already there. We have just changed the name ABBRMB, so we will change the description as well. Moving average. Okay, now base of the material again kg material group we already have it. Let's scroll down. We have the gross weight, volume, everything mentioned over here. Okay, we'll go to basic data 2, nothing to be done over here. Let's go to purchasing tab. Purchasing group, we can enter again. We need to enter our purchasing group. So that I have entered it. Material group is already entered. Fine. Go down, and once you go down, nothing to do over here. Now you go to accounting tab 1, wherein the price of the material needs to be maintained. Valuation class of the material, we earlier created the valuation class. Let's check it once again. What is the valuation class of raw material moving average? It is RMV. Okay, this is the valuation class. We'll check that out, and then see, it is showing material ledger is active because once we have set it productive, that is why it is showing active. Otherwise, it was not even allowing us to create the material unless the material ledger was productive. Fine. Okay. Price determination is 2. We took it earlier. And then let's scroll down. Standard price 100, but this time the price control, we will take it as V, that is moving average price for this raw material. Okay, it will be shown as 100 only, but it's a moving average price. So the price has been kept same for standard as well as the moving average raw material. The only thing is we have changed the indicator. For standard price, S was maintained. For moving average price, V is maintained. Price remaining the same per unit. Okay, and let me just click on save. See, it is showing with the price control, we enter a moving average price. Okay, so that is fine. Click on enter. We are taking the same. Price per unit price is 100. Please assign material in the plant ABB to a profit center. Okay, now what it is asking us to assign the material in plant ABB to a profit center, but it is just a warning. Let's click on save. So we can see the raw material moving average is also created. So we created two types of material master. One is for raw material standard, another one is for raw material moving average. Now, what is the next step? In the next step, we will be seeing how the purchase order is created, how the goods are received, and how an invoice is created against that purchase order. Fine. So that we'll see in our next session. Thank you.